Morning all, here and here, back with another podcast, this time discussing day 3 of Royal Ascot. I'm filming this on Wednesday morning, so we've had the declarations for Thursday's action. Hope you all had a good day yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any to get on the board, but hopefully we have some today and some off of this video for tomorrow. So first we start with the Norfolk Stakes. For the 2-year-olds, and Charles Darwin is in here favourite for Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore. Fourth at the Coron debut, which was quite disappointing to be honest. He went off favourite, and they all thought that he was going to be the next best thing. But then soon backed that up with 2 decent wins, both at Naas and Navan. I think he sets the standard in here, and I think he's going to go very, very close to winning this race. Obviously, they won the Coventry yesterday with Gustads. They're 2-year-olds, and we know that he has Aidan O'Brien that does very well with his 2-year-olds at Royal Ascot. And I think Charles Darwin could be a very good thing. Currently best price 11 to 8. When you look down the field, you've got Naval Light and Sandals Song, both for Wafnan Racing, one over here and one from America. Naval Light took an awful long time to get going on debut. Very eye-catching run in second, went at Beverley, but it took an awful long time to get going. I don't know whether that run potentially could be he may need further in time, and I'm not sure he's up to the case. And the Sandal Song is American form. We're not 100% sure how good that form really is. So it would be Charles Darwin. I know it's boring because he's 11 to 8 favourite, but he will be my selection in the first race of the Norfolk Stakes. Then we move on to the King George the 5th Stakes, and currently we have joint favourites in this decent handicap. Well, listed event I think it is actually, with Serious Contender and Merchant at the top of the betting. Neither have done much wrong, although Serious Contender does need to improve. Probably is favourite due to the connections of Moore and O'Brien. The one I like in here, though, with a bit of a price, is Lightning Man of Jack Shannon's. Won well at Newmarket on his first start this season before finishing second. Just beaten a neck by Sedana at Newbury in the London Gold Cup. Now, the London Gold Cup, traditionally, all the form works out really, really well. Wave Rider, has come out and won over the weekend since from that race, and there was another horse that's also come out and won from that race. So it's normally a very decent race, and many winners come from it, and I think Lightning Man has a great chance of going close in the second race. Currently best price 16 to 1. Obviously I will put my prices up on tomorrow morning when we get the show through. Then we move on to the Riversdale for the fillies. Catalina de Caplo, if I pronounce that rightly, for Paddy Toomey and Billy Lee, is favourite at 3 to 1. Very good, very, very impressive winner on debut before finishing second next time up. Could have plenty in the tank, and obviously very unexposed at this level. But the one I'm going to back is Garden of Eden of Aidan O'Brien. Now, Aidan would have had plenty of different types of horse that he could have sent for this race. He sends Garden of Eden here, who was second. He was down the field in 2 Group 2s at the Curragh over a mile, and when stepped up to a mile and 2 was definitely much more suited and won really nicely up at a listed event up at Naas. And obviously Naas is a stiff finish up at Naas, so if you can get 1 mile 2 at Naas, you certainly get 1 mile 2 at Ascot. And the fact that Aidan O'Brien's then seen enough in her to bring her here next start, I'm going to go with the faith that Aidan, he clearly knows what he's doing. And Garden of Eden will be my choice. Currently best price 9 to 2. Then we move on to the big race of the day, the Ascot Gold Cup. Sadly, no Kyprios in the race this year after he's won the last 2 renewals of this race. But we do have the second from last year in Trawlerman, who certainly sets the standard. In here, he won well at Sandown last time out. But I'm going to go for the super sub, as it were, for Kyprios, and that is Illinois for Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore. Currently favourite, best price 11 to 8. has done nothing wrong this season, won the Ormont very well at the start of the season. At Chester, just really, really comfortable, looks like. Staying's definitely going to be his game. Obviously, I know he got outstayed in the St Ledger last year by Jan Bruegel, but Jan Bruegel was just a bit of a brute, as we saw at Epsom. And I think if the ground was on the slower side, obviously it was going to be, there's no forecast rain, so it'll be very, very quick ground again over the next couple of days. I think if Jan Bruegel had took his chance here with the softer condition, I think he could have had a very, very good chance. But I'm going to stick with Illinois. I think he's got all the potential to be a decent horse over this trip. Aidan O'Brien, like I said in the previous race, knows what he's doing with these horses. And Illinois will be my selection to beat Trawlerman, who unfortunately will probably be the nearly horse again in the Gold Cup. Illinois is currently best priced at 11 to 8, so he'll do for me. Then we move on to the minefield that is the Britannia Stakes, which is 10 to 1 the field. Absolute nightmare of a race if you'll get having a bet in this. But the one I've come down on, I really, really like this horse. I'm really impressed with Haydock last time, and that's Taroom of Roger Varians with Sylvester de Souza in the saddle. Couldn't have been more impressed the way he won it at Haydock last time, a handicap debut. I thought they might have gone up in trip because he certainly looked like he needs a trip, but he goes for the comes here for the mile race. And as long as he doesn't get too many traffic issues, I think he should be fine. He'll certainly be staying on at the end, that's for sure. And I think with SDS in the saddle, they could potentially have another decent, well-handicapped horse. Obviously, they got My Cloud running today in the Royal Hunt Cup. But I think that this one could be very good as well, and that's Taroom in the Britannia Stakes for Roger Varian and Sylvester de Souza. Then we move on to the Hampton Court at what will be 5:35 tomorrow evening, and I like Trinity College in here, who's currently favourite at 11 to 4 again for O'Brien and Moore. Got a bit of a thing going on here with these two tomorrow. I think they're going to have a great day. This horse last seen finishing 4th in the Prix de Jockey Club over at Chantilly. He was you could see if you watch the race back. Now, I'm not going to be controversial with what I say here, but it certainly looked like Wayne Lawland, who was on Trinity College at the time, got the nod from Ryan, who was in behind on the favourite. Just to shimmy across, and Ryan got an absolute dream run up the rail to win the race on Camille Pizarro. But Trinity College sticked on nicely to finish 4th in the race. Detain is also in this race. He reopposes from that race. He was 3rd that day, but they all finished in a bit of a heat. I think there was only 2 lengths between the first 4 and the betting. And Trinity College, before running that race, was a good 2nd at Epsom in the blue ribbon, so he's running 2 decent races this season. I think this will be his time to get his head in front. So it'd be Trinity College for me in the Hampton Court. And then we finish with the Buckingham Stakes, which is another tricky handicap, 11 to 2 the field, where English Oak is favourite for the Waffnam Racing. Ed Walker and James Doyle won the race last year. Really impressive in the race when he won it last year. But this is going to be probably my best fancy of the day, and it is going to be Glen Eagle Bay for Stephen Fawn of Ireland, and now owned by Ammo Racing. Ammo Racing bought him off the back of his 3rd last time out in the Victoria Cup, where he just went down by a neck in the Victoria Cup over course and distance, and I think he could go really, really close here. He's currently best price 15 to 2, and I think he has a hell of a chance of going 2 places better in this race. And I've had him on my radar ever since that run in the Victoria Cup for this race. I just think he's massively overpriced. I think he's been found quite a lot actually, he was massively overpriced. He's been found in the market now. But I think he'll run a huge race, and obviously Ammo Racing have come in and bought him as well. So they must think a lot of him too. So that's it for this video. Short and sweet for day 3. I hope you all had a good days punting on days 1 and 2, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will be back later with video number 4 for day 4. in and go through all that. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. Just trying to push the video as much as I can, get all my content out there. I hope you're all enjoying the content. Just drop me a comment if you are. That'd be great, and maybe drop what your nap of day 3 is. But thanks again for listening, guys, and happy punting.